Hey everyone, how's it going? So, we're back with another 48-hour knife review. So, this one is one that I've been wanting to do for so long. When I saw this knife, I knew it was gonna be great. I just knew it. So, it's a Twosun. It's a Twosun TS85. I got the micarta version. And when it arrived, I was in love, and I still am. This knife is just fantastic. Here's what she looks like. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Like the blade shape. I love the handle shape. I love this little grind here. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. Let's go over just some quick specs, just real fast here. So, um, where we start here? So the blade length on here is 84 millimeters. It's about 3 inches or so. The thickness is 3.8 millimeters. The steel is D2. Features a satin finish. About 59 to 61 HRC. So yeah, pretty good on that. Let's see here. Closed 114 millimeters, and overall 190 millimeters. So closed is about about 4.5, and overall is about 7.25. Well, about 7.5 or so. This thing is rolling, or the blade is rolling on CVT ceramic ball bearings, and she weighs in at a hefty 5.64 ounces. So, for being a little knife, man, this thing has some weight to her. I have not done anything to this blade. I have not lubed it. I have not cleaned it. I have not done anything. I wanted to do a super honest review without doing any modifications that might enhance the knife. I just want to do a review of what you get when you get straight from the factory without any modifications or enhancements. So that's what this is. So, first, let's start. So there is a couple negatives, but they're not huge things, but to some people they might be. Let's just start with the action real quick. The action is fantastic. This thing has recoil. And the detent break is way up here. It's great. It's right when you hit the liner. I get breaks at detent. Some knives you don't get the detent till way down here. But on this one, it's almost like instant detent break, which I like. That's fantastic. The action is super smooth. It's not drop shutty out of the. Well, I mean, if you give it a little wiggle, but it's not drop shutty out of the box. I am sure with some oil, get these bearings with some good oil, it would probably become drop shutty. I mean, it's really close to it. The jimping on the flipper tab is great jimping, but the tab is just kind of funny shaped. I don't know if I like this this little upward wave looking thing. You see this right here? This part? I don't know if here, let me get this. This part right here. This part. I don't know if I like this going upward. I wish it was straight. Cause it's kind of pokey, actually. A little bit pokey with that jimping. It's not bad. I do love how the jimping. This is one of the few knives that the jimping on the flipper is how it should be, right? So it's nice and sticky jimping. It's not sharp, and it goes all the way up and around the tab a little bit, like a 16th of an inch, eighth of an inch over the top. A lot of times when you get knives, the jimping stops right here. Why? Your fingers are up here. You don't open it like this. I understand when the knife is open, this jimping is for your the meat on the side meat on your middle finger. But for the flipper tab, you need something up here, some jimping when you pop it open. so your finger doesn't slip off if it's like wet or oily or something. Um, Other than that, the liner is fantastic. As you can see, this cutout here. The cutout really doesn't have much to do with like the accessibility, but it's more this back end of the scale here. I mean, you can see that liner. It's fantastic. On a knife like this, that's so much exposed, I don't think jimping would really enhance anything. If it was a little bit more down, I think maybe. But I always say like jimping on liner locks, like on the lock part, is never a bad idea. Especially if your hands are oily or greasy, because you can like slip, like it's rounded on top, so you can slip right off of that trying to shut this and be super annoying. Backspacer, I believe that's G10. This has a T8 up front on the pivot, and actually, you know what? I think this was the weird knife. Hold on. I think this knife is actually a T6 pivot and T8 all the way around the frame. I think. I don't remember. I knew one of these knives I got. I was kind of mystified by that because I thought it was so weird. Is it this? Yeah, it is this knife, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, no, it's not this knife. It's not this knife. So, wait a second here. Did I have this wrong? Yeah, I grabbed the wrong thing. Okay, so this knife is actually T8s all the way around. So that's super nice. I just had my things out of order. I thought I was using a 8, but it was really a 9. So yeah, the T8s is fantastic. I love the T8 on the frame, and a T10 on the pivot would be super nice, but I like it how it's all one size. You don't need multiple like torques to get that stuff. It's just one and done. So that's really nice. And like I was saying before, that like this blade shape is great. Super nice flat grind. I love these wedges, like these angles. Like it's fantastic. It looks so good. The micarta, like it's not the best micarta in the world, but if you were to take some 3000 grit sandpaper and like sand this or wet sand it, really lightly, just to smooth it up a little bit, I'm sure it would come out fantastic. I've done that on another knife before and it came out great. But it only needs a tiny bit, like just a little bit of sanding. I mean, it does have nice like feel, but just a little bit, just a tiny bit, just to get some of these rough edges cleaned up a little bit. Speaking of that, there are absolutely zero hot spots on my hand. I don't have any hot spots if I choke up on here or if I'm back here. I don't feel, well, the clip a little bit, a tiny bit, just a tiny bit if I go like this. But like this, I don't feel anything. So, yeah, I mean, I really don't have anything else really to say. I mean, the jimping on here on the meat of your thumb. I mean, why do I say that every video? On the meat of your middle finger, when you're holding it, really sticks pretty good. That's what I wanted to say. The jimping on top, not my favorite ever, unfortunately. I mean, look how fat it is. And it's on the scales, too, and the liners. Like, that's nice and all, but, like, it's too fat. Like, it needs to be skinny. More skinny, because this will chew your fingers up. Like, this will chew it up like crazy. And also, if they would extend it up a little bit, because when you choke up on this, like, your thumb is... I don't have big hands, so... Your thumbs are way up there, or your thumb is super far up there, and it's like, I honestly don't even hit the jimping. I'm past the jimping on my whole thumb. on like where my thumb touches the blade, I'm not touching any jimping. So, I guess that's really my only gripe, is that jimping, and, the flipper tab being pointy upward. I wish it was just flat. But other than that, like in my opinion, this knife is done right. Like it's great. I love it. The pocket clip works great. I know I have said that I don't like pocket clips where the top part of the knife is sticking out of your pocket, so you're like advertising that you're carrying a knife. However, on this knife, I will let that slide because it is that good. Like, and the best part, this knife is only $40. $40. That's it. 40 freaking dollars. And like, it's hard to beat. And I mean, I've tried a lot of knives, not nearly as much as some of you guys, but I've tried, probably, I don't even know, over 500-600 in this price range at least. And this is probably going to go in like the top 10 under $50 for sure. Like this knife is, yeah, I know I said 1,000 times, but this knife is really good. So I'm going to take it apart and clean it though, and like check the internals and get some new lube on there and see how it works then. I do need to tune it just a tiny bit. The detent, I need to tune it just a tiny bit, a little bit more detent, just a tiny bit, not much, but yeah, I mean that's really all I got, guys. The next knife I'm gonna carry, I really don't know yet. I'm kind of thinking like this guy here, the Ed Shemp Spyderco Bowie. Oh, sorry, this guy. This is a sweet knife. I might carry this. I've carried it before, but not like beat the crap out of it to review it kind of carry. Just like carrying it just for like simple tasks and aesthetic reasons. So, but yeah, that's all I got for the video today, guys. Really appreciate you watching. Also wanted to let you guys know when I get up to 100,000 I mean, wow, that is way long. What am I talking about? When I get up to 100 subscribers, not 100,000, but 100, I'm going to be doing a crazy knife giveaway. I can tell you right now that this knife will be in it. This knife will be in it. And this knife will be in it. And possibly this knife will be in it. Ow. Stabbed me. Man, that made me bleed, didn't it? Yeah, sure did. Are you serious? And this knife will be in it. So, 4 knives. I'm going to do one more. The last knife is going to be a doozy. So, stay tuned for that. Hopefully we get up to 100,000 soon because, God, not 100,000, 100. Not, seriously. 100. Not 100,000, but 100 soon. I really want to do this giveaway and give away some knives because I love giving people stuff. Like, I love doing I love just, like, giving people stuff. It really, like, yeah, it really, yeah, it makes me happy. It really does. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, good weekend, good morning, whatever time you're watching this, and we will catch you on the next one.